Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. And today we have a coloring haul, adult coloring haul. We have some coloring supplies and we have some coloring books. Got a little bit of everything. So the first thing I'm going to show are some gel pens. I already have them out of their box. Hopefully this is the right, yeah. Whoops. These are the Pentonic gel pens. They come with glitter, neon, pastel, and regular gel fine tip. Also, they come with a gold and a silver with a 1.0 tip regular gel. So, it's a thin pen, has the color on top. Also, it reads if it is a pastel, if it is neon. The glitters they call glitz. And the regular ones that are just regular bold gels, they just say gel on it. There's a whole bunch in here. I've already done swatches. So these are our glitter colors. You can see how glittery they are. Look how shiny they are. They were wonderful. They wrote really smooth, no skipping, no streaking, and they're just super shiny. These are neons. They dry matte. They were a little bit streaky, scratchy. I don't know how to put it. They didn't write as smooth. Same thing with the pastel. Oh, I forgot to put an L here. They dry matte and they kind of write a little bit scratchy. And here are the gels. The only thing I didn't like about the regular gels is that they made the regular gel colors in fine tip. I really don't like fine tip gel pens. I'm fine working with a regular 1.0 tip, a bold tip. So it's kind of hard to write smooth with a, make a smooth square swatch with a fine tip. But they still wrote smooth for a fine tip. And here's our gold and silver 1.0 tip regular gel. I put them in my little cinnamon roll case. Next, what do I show? Let's show these. I got some more acrylic markers. These are metallic markers, dual tips. There's a brush tip and a fine tip on each side, so it's a dual. These are all the colors you get. I think this is the brand. And I got to use them so far in my Smurfs color by numbers book, and I love them. I absolutely love them. I actually love them more than my Gravy acrylic markers, and Gravy is a good brand, but yeah, here's the fine tip, which is great that it's so small and pointy, because I like to outline first the area that I am working in and then color it in with the brush tip. Here's the brush tip. See that shine, that metallic shine? They're wonderful. They write so smooth, hardly any streaking. they write so wonderful. I love them. Let's try out another color. And they're opaque, which is a big thing for me with acrylic markers that I've been having a lot of trouble with. A lot of the brands I've been using, even the gravy ones I've been using, some of the lighter colors or the pastel colors or even white or light yellow, light sky blue, on a Color by Numbers Hatchet Heroes book, it doesn't cover up the lines and numbers and letters. You have to go over it like many times, and by the time you do that, the page is starting to shred up. So that has been an ongoing issue for me, that I can't seem to find acrylic markers that are on the affordable side that I don't have to put on more than one layer. Here's this color. How beautiful is that? And you get a bunch. I already put them in their own little bag. This is what they look like. They're very pretty. iSun, I don't know. So that's it for those. Then I went to Michael's and I actually saw these. These are the Ohuhu glitter markers. Comes with 12 colors. If I can open it. This is the tip. You do shake them up. There's a little shaker. And then you press down to get some of the pigment. I did use some of these in a big and bold coloring book with alcohol markers. I colored with the alcohol marker first, and then I went over with the glitter marker on top. These are super pretty, and they write really nice. And look at the glitter, look at the shine. These were, not gonna lie, they were not cheap for only 12. I mean, it was like $19, $20 for the pack. But Ohuhu is pretty expensive no matter what, if you're buying alcohol markers, color pencils. So yeah, Ohuhu is pretty expensive. Then I bought these Faber-Castell Gold Faber Aqua. I'm assuming these are, you know, yes, they're watercolor pencils. I don't know why I'm assuming when it says it right on the thing. I have not tried them yet. I don't have a paintbrush with me, a water brush. But these are the pastel colors. The little swatch there. This is what they look like. I got the pastels mainly because I wanted them for backgrounds, not really for coloring in objects and stuff, but to do backgrounds. So there's 12 colors in here. Because it's made in Germany. These are pastel tones. Yeah. Here's all our colors. And I mean, these were probably over $10 also. They weren't on the cheap side. They weren't, I wouldn't call them affordable. But yeah, that's it for coloring supplies, you guys. Now I have 4 coloring books. This one I ordered from Amazon. This is Enchanted Earth, a coloring journey. I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce that name, her name. I'm not going to do it. I already did one page in here. I wanted to try out a page. but it is very tedious and very intricate work. But it took me 2 days to complete a page, which I kind of hate because I like to complete pages in 1 day. But yeah, this is just so much little stuff to color. Here's the page I did. I used alcohol markers, Lango gel pens, and I think that's it. So that's Enchanted Earth. Really cool book. Then I wasn't sure if I had this in my stash or not, so I bought it anyway, and I still have yet to check my stash to see if I have it. I have so much chibi and kawaii stuff. I don't know borderline what I have anymore. But I've seen this book a couple times at Michael's, and this was at Michael's. I thought it was really adorable, so I picked it up, regardless if I had it or not already. This is cute chibi creature coloring over 60 adorable creatures. And I just thought these were cute. I thought these would be fun to do with alcohol marker. Let me raise you up a little bit. Look how cute that is. And these are like big and bold, you know, print. And they're not double-sided. They have wallpaper on the opposite side, so you can use alcohol markers if you choose to do so. You can use water-based if you wanted to, but I would definitely use alcohol markers in this one. Is that a ferret? We're gonna call that a ferret. Oh. Looks like another one. And that looks like, I know people probably call it a squirrel, but it also looks like a sugar glider. So that's Cute Chibi. That's illustrated by Phoebe M. And this book was $12.99 at Michael's. I'm pretty sure you could probably find it cheaper, maybe on Amazon, but I'm a little impatient. I just wanted to buy stuff right away. This book, the Super Kawaii Coloring Book, I know for sure I didn't have this one. This is by Abby Quirk. This kind of gave me Lulu vibes. Some characters in here gave me like Lulu Mayo vibes. I just thought this was so stinking cute. And this is also, I mean, I guess you would call it double-sided because there's an image on the other side. But I would probably still use alcohol markers. I wouldn't really care about the one image. Yeah. So that's the Super Kawaii Coloring Book. And last but not least, I'm so excited about this one. Coloring Cuteness Pusheen Coloring and Activity Book by Claire Belton. I love Pusheen. Pusheen is so adorable. Very kawaii. Very Japanese. And also, yeah, these are double-sided, so I wouldn't be able to use my alcohol markers in these. And I know everybody would tell me, oh, you can use the water-based markers. But water-based markers are so streaky, and I just can't seem to catch on how to color with them, not to make them streak. because then they streak, and then I have no choice but to go over them with color pencil. So it's like double the amount of work, and I hate to do that sometimes. Sometimes I just want to color with a marker and be done with it. So yeah, some activities, wallpaper, mandala. Really cute. Really, really cute. Loaf Kitty. So that's the Pusheen Coloring Cuteness Coloring and Activity book. This one set me back $14.99 at Michael's. And that's it, you guys. That's it. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I got from Michael's and what I got from Amazon. All the coloring supplies, the pencils and the gel pens and the markers were all from Amazon. This was from Michael's. These two were from Michael's. Most of the coloring books were from Michael's and one was from Amazon. So if you're curious, you can find them probably on Amazon or at your local Michael's. So I really hope you enjoyed your time here today. If you are new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We are so close to 1,000, you guys. We're so close. So if you are new and you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe. It helped me out a ton. If you are returning, thank you for returning and joining me in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed your time here today. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.